All right, guys, this is Crazy Kevin, and I'm here with Kris Moutinho. Kris, with your career in 2022, you said you had rough patches in 2022. How were you able to get past the rough patches and basically kind of find love again for MMA again?
It was a lot, man. I had a few trying years. You know what I mean? After I got kicked out of the UFC, it was again. I was with somebody else, and that relationship fizzled out. You know what I mean? I was in a very depressed state. I was a very sad person. I was looking to end my life for the most part. You know what I mean? I've said this a few times already. I was looking to be done with not only fighting, just done with this whole bullshit and the struggle of what is life. You know what I mean? So I was looking for that. I was looking for that way out, and then I met somebody. I met somebody good. And it is. I met a good person for my life. All my friends and my family and my teammates and my coaches and all that stuff kind of picked me up, man. Made me embrace a grind of the sport again. I've met my girl that I'm with now, and she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know what I mean? She's helped me. She brought me back into this. She made me look again, which made me look grind again. You know what I mean? This sport. I got with Tyson Chartier, the team up there. We're doing cartel and all those guys, and we've been working super hard and diligent in my training. I've been with my coach, my boxing coach, AJ, for a few years over at Uppercuts Boxing Club, and then I met a guy. His name's Maha, and he showed me some more striking stuff too. And so this has just been a great couple years of just grinding and being with the people that I love, my small circle, and being with my girl and making a little life for ourselves. And it's just been a great little positive turn, and this is just reinvigorate. I feel young again. I feel like I'm 22, just the grind and forcing myself to enjoy training. When again, I'm a lazy dude. I like to eat and be fat and sit at home. I want to go to the gym and run and fucking get beat up every day. I wake up. I'm 31, man. I don't heal like I'm not Wolverine no more. You know what I mean? I walk out the gym and I'm just mangled up, beat up. My shoulders are messed up. My back's messed up. My feet, my hands. So you know what I mean? It's getting harder. It gets harder and harder. But when I have the people I have, it just gets done. You know what I mean?
Right. No, 100%. Now, when it comes to your career too, I know recently you were also a potential fighter that was going to be on the Ultimate Fighter. What happened with that? And do you happen to know too, like who took your spot?
I have no idea. You know what I mean? I don't know if I was just in their head I was an alternate in the first place or whatever the situation was. I just know that I was out there. They told me I was going to be on the show. I went out there. I was there for 2 weeks, kind of just sitting in a hotel room. It was fucking. It was kind of miserable. It was just you're just there, not really being able to train properly, knowing that we're in a tournament and going to be in a tournament fighting for our fucking chances to be in the UFC. So again, I was able to just train in my room. We had like a little crappy gym at the thing, and it was what it was. You know what I mean? I was there for 2 weeks. The day we were supposed to go, I was told all, and they said I could stay and wait and see if somebody gets kicked out or you can go home. And I was like, I'm done. I'm going. I'm good. I'm going home. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm going home. I got a fight very shortly after, and I started the train that I'm on now, and I'm cool with it, man. I had no hard feelings about the whole situation. You know what I mean? It was probably not. It's probably better the way I'm going now. Again, everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in God, and God makes a plan for me, and this is what I wanted. Again, everything that's going on in my life is again, everything that's going on in my life is by his design, by his plan. And I'm just gonna keep riding the train. If I'm meant to get back to the UFC, I'll get back to the UFC. If I'm not, I'm not so worried about it anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not so focused that I have to be here, I have to be there. I'm gonna keep fighting till I don't love fighting anymore, and then I'm gonna go do something else with my life, and I'll be okay with it. You know what I mean? I made it. I made it to the UFC. It wasn't what I wanted to show. It wasn't the experience that I wanted to have there. I know it's gonna kill me if that's my only showing in the highest form of this sport. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't cry over spilled milk. I'm gonna keep working, get a few more wins. My belt, hopefully they'll take me back, give me another shot. And if not, I go. I have a beautiful family, beautiful girl. Go make a family with her and just enjoy my life. You know.
Right. Now, in your second fight, you mentioned the UFC offered you a fight that you thought that you could win. And then on top of that, after the fight happened, you were shortly released. Do you what happened with that matchup that made it so enticing for you to take it? Because I know you mentioned as well you wanted to kind of wait a little bit, but you said the matchup was pretty enticing, and the UFC offered it to you, and you couldn't really turn it down.
You can't. That's what I found out really early too. You can't say no. You really can't say no in when you're offered a fight, especially fights when they're kind of feeding you a fight to win. You know what I mean? Kind of giving you a guy who's on a losing skid and kind of looking to build you up a little bit. You can't say no. Period. Though, like realistically, they give you one you can say no to, and then you got to take the next guy. So they're offering me Guido, who's tough, really good fighter, good striker, throws power, whatever. Again, but he's a fight that if I fought him 100 times, I think I beat him 99 times. You know what I mean? If I
Right.
fought him 100 times, and I can't say you can't say no to that. And again, whoever knows who they're gonna give me next time, and I don't want to be the guy looking at that and looking at myself being the guy who's saying no to fights and picking and choosing. I was just in a bad place. You know what I mean? That fight turned out the way it did because I was just in a bad place to train. I wasn't training very hard. I wasn't training the way I was supposed to. I went into the fight still in my brain thinking I was gonna come out on top, and I just froze in there. You know what I mean? I threw a couple punches and just turned into a shell of myself. So it is what it is. But yeah, you can't really. That's what I learned really quick. My manager was like, you can't say no. You kind of just got to take what they give you and say thank you. You know what I mean? And that's it. So that's what I did, and I took the fight. Every fight they offered me, I took. I didn't say no to one fight. They offered me a guy before that. We both got hurt, so that fight got scratched. And then they offered me Guido was my next name that they offered me, and I took it. And what happened happened. You know.
Right. Now, with your fight as well too, you mentioned it's hard to turn down fights, and then on top of that, when you were offered O'Malley, was the UFC kind of like, hey, you can take this matchup, and then maybe we'll kind of give you a little bit more of a fair shot afterwards, or you just kind of took the O'Malley matchup anyways, and kind of had to see what happened?
Yeah, my manager and Coach Tyson handles all that stuff. He talks to all them. I'm sure that's probably how it went. You know what I mean? I was expecting at least one more after the Guido fight. So
Mhm.
again, I knew when I fought O'Malley that I was probably gonna get something a little bit. Wasn't gonna be like that again. You know what I mean? Like the fucking main card, biggest thing in the world. I was gonna get somebody that makes more sense from where I am in the whole scheme of fighting things. And then yeah, I just didn't capitalize, and I lost in such a way that I think they were just like, he's not ready, and it is what it is. But again, I've seen guys get beat up 4 or 5 times and not get cut yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just weird. It's weird that I didn't get one more at least, which is what I was hoping. At least I get one more to try to show myself. But again, like I said, God makes the plan, and I just follow it. So it was what it was. I've become. I'm glad it happened to put my life into perspective. At the end of the day, put my life into perspective, and it has made me a better man, a better person, and a much more skilled martial artist.
100%. Where did the green hair inspiration come from, and is it ever going to make a return?
It was just me bored. I was bored, and during COVID and all that kind of stuff, I just kind of just wanted to do started getting bored. I used to dye my hair as a kid. My mom was a hairdresser and used to dye my hair all the time. So it was like just kind of just having some fun and just doing some stuff. But I'm 30. I'm 31 now, man. I'm not dyeing my hair no more. I'm just being me. No, I'm just being myself. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be nothing, be nobody else, be any gimmick. I'm myself. I'm myself. I'm the truest form of myself. I found myself again, and I love myself. So it is what it is. I'm gonna be me, No more gimmicks. You're gonna love me, or you're gonna hate me, bro, and that's where I leave myself.
That's a great message, Kris. Kris, I mentioned briefly that I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for about 6 years, and I've been training for about 20. My question to you is, what message would you give to my students to keep coming every single day and keep training to get better?
Again, this sport, any sport that you do where there's combat is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? There's gonna be days where you regret everything that you ever did, that you forget walking through the door. Just stay positive, stay focused, keep those as soon as the training's done, that training is gone. You know what I mean? Any beating you took, anything you took, just stay focused, stay positive, and listen to your coaches and come in and just be willing to learn from anyone, learn from what they're saying, and just keep going, guys. Just keep going. This sport will break you down, bring down so many. So just keep grinding, stay positive, and you'll get to where you want to go.
That's a great message, Kris. Kris, last thing before I let you go, last message to any fans that are going to be tuning into this video.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Send these guys a follow, man. These guys are great interview. Thank everything, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for everything. I appreciate your love, your support, and even your hate, man. Without you guys, I'm nothing. And thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Kris, no problem. Thanks for coming on. We look forward to seeing your career. Thanks so much.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. You too. See ya.